FlexClip is a new video creation tool on the block focused on speed, but is it any good? Hi, my name is Ilya VP from Videos&Persuasion.com, and today we'll take a look at FlexClip, see if it's any good, and see what discounts are available. But first things first, if you're just here for the discount, then just click the link in the description below. Use the promo code ILYAVP10 or whatever the current promo code is in the description below to get 10% off of FlexClip. Now, I said that FlexClip is focused on speed, so let me show you what I mean by that. First, they have a ton of templates, as you can see. If I pick Create by Templates, they have a very large list of templates of all types, right? Marketing videos, promo videos, and most of these are meant for videos that are very quick marketing, like Facebook ad or YouTube, probably not YouTube, Facebook ad, Instagram ad, maybe TikTok ad video types. See, they have TikTok ad, Twitter, etc. And what I really like is two things. One, there's a ton of videos and templates, but two, you can preview the entire template when you hover over it. It's going to be a little bit loud, so please bear with me, but this is what it looks like. And as you can see, you preview it not just with the video, but you also hear the music in it, which is a really big part of a lot of videos that other video tools don't have. But let me show you what's inside of it, because I like that even better. Let me just select a random template. Let's go to promo and sales. And I think that what would be a good template? I think this would probably be a good, this one would be a good template to demonstrate. So I'm going to select the template, press customize, and it's going to start loading. Now, the speed here is going to be a little bit slower than usual because I am recording, but usually this is pretty fast. Usually this takes less than 3 to 5 seconds to load the project and for everything to start working. And there it goes. It is loading. And this is what the timeline looks like. Now, if you're familiar with InVideo or pretty much any other video creation tool out there, this will look very familiar to you, right? You have all of the different scenes down here below. You can move them around if you want. You can add new scenes, add transitions, or, add new stock media. But what I really like about FlexClip is how they handle stock media. Because in a lot of tools, you have to go into stock media. You have to select, let's say I want to add, marketing, a marketing video. I would have to select one of these videos and press on it, select, crop it, add it to the timeline, and then go back in here. FlexClip, though, allows you to do this, right? If I like this video, I like this video, I like this video, and let me preview this, and I like this video. All of those videos are now in my media library. Same thing for photos. Go to marketing, select which photos I want to use. For example, this photo looks good, coming from Unsplash. This photo looks good, also coming from Unsplash. And there you go. Now, if I go back here, you can see all of those videos are in my media library. And now I can drag them from here, either into here or into the actual scene. Now, why does this matter? This matters because it makes adding stock footage and stock images so much faster. Because you don't have to go to stock media, select one, crop it, add it to the scene, and then go back again. You can select all the images and videos you want right away and just add them whatever you want, right? If I want to add this, for example, I can just drag it on here, and here's where I can edit the crop, right? I can make it shorter, select where I start, where I end, or I can just choose not to show this window again, and I can choose to trim it myself if I need to. So there you go. I'm going to trim the video. It trims it. And boom, there you go. Just got another scene added to this video. Beautiful. Now, what else can you do in FlexClip? Well, since it's built for speed, there's a lot of things you can do very, very fast, right? So is this one? Which scene did I just add? It's right here. Okay. So I just added this scene, and let's say I want to add some text. Now you can add some basic stuff, but their dynamic text is a lot of fun. Now, this is exactly what it sounds like, right? This is text that moves, text that zooms in, text that pops in, pops out, slides in, whatever, rolls up, drops down. You can add it, select it, And right away, I can change the color. And you can see it has document colors inside of it. Since this orange and white is the document color, I can just select orange and white. Boom, that's it. Or I can select blue and white if I really want to make it different. Scaling works perfectly. Typing in here works perfectly, and they even have a character limit. And InVideo has a problem with this because they kind of treat each object inside of a text as an individual object, which FlexClip, I keep trying to say FlexClips, doesn't. And FlexClip is beautiful like that. And the reason why I'm comparing it to InVideo is because it is quite similar to InVideo pricing-wise, feature-wise, and you'll see later they even have an advanced editor that is still in beta. So you can add all of this text, One thing that you cannot do is select when the text shows up, right? All elements are on a per scene basis. I can't have this text come in halfway through this slide. That doesn't really work. It doesn't really do anything. What I can just do instead is create another scene and then split this up in half. They also have overlays, which are pretty self-explanatory. These are just kind of intro slides. Elements, which are basically animated video elements. So you can see all of the ones that have this little boost icon are the elements that can move. And as you can see, they have quite a lot of those. I'm not going to scroll down because there's a lot of things that they have, right? Emoji, business, promo. And if you go into each one of these, there's going to be a lot more inside of here. And if I say, search up, for example, marketing, there's going to be a bunch of marketing stuff that pops up. There you go. Not all of it's going to be animated, right? This is the only animated one, but if you need to add some let's say icons and you want to change the color of the icon, you can do it right here. All in all, it's just built for speed. Same thing for the background. I can either choose one of their abstract or use stock footage. And music, once again, I can either upload local music or select stock music. Now, all of the video, all of the stock footage, all of the stock music is from StoryBlocks, which is the same thing that Vidnami uses. It's the same thing that InVideo uses. It's pretty much the same thing almost every video creation tool out there uses. Now, some of them do have access to Shutterstock, but those are the really expensive ones. Those are the ones that go for at least $99 per month because Shutterstock's plans are very expensive. So StoryBlocks is kind of the default. And when you go to stock music, what I really like about FlexClip is that you can actually preview the entire song. Now, this may not seem like a big thing, but let me give you an example. I think movie trailer music is a good example. This is a good example, right? Epic war music. Starts off epic, that's good. But then you see right around here, it gets quiet and then it gets way louder. So let me just play that part really quickly for you.
StoryBlocks audio.
Okay, that didn't change too bad, but there are some songs that start maybe very gentle and very slow and very quiet. And then 30 seconds in, they just blow up and explode and change the tempo completely. And a lot of tools, you don't see this wavelength. You don't get this preview. All you can do is just play the song from the beginning. So if you listen to the first 10 seconds, all you get is, for example, let's say this part. And if the song changes from here to here, you don't get to preview that. And then when you're previewing the video, you realize, oh wait, the music doesn't work. So the fact that FlexClip allows you to play it from anywhere is a big advantage for this tool. Now, one thing I don't like is that if you're playing one and you click on another, it doesn't autoplay. I mean, if I'm playing already, if I'm playing this one, I'd like to click on this and have it keep autoplaying, but that's just me being a little picky. And another thing I don't like is that, like most of these tools, you can't have both music and a voiceover on an entire per video basis. So you can record a voiceover, for example, for this, I can just hold here. And right now I'm recording a voiceover for this scene and it's going to be about 5 seconds long. So I am done. And if I preview it right now, and right now I'm recording a voiceover for this scene and As you can see, I can record a per scene voiceover, but you can't add a voiceover to the entire video in this editor, which can be a little bit annoying, especially if you're creating videos that are, voice-based. You'll have to do a little hack where you actually use Audacity to record your voiceover, then record the song you want to use, and then upload it as custom music, or just upload your voiceover as music and have no music in the video, which is what I did with InVideo, but it's a bit of a annoying thing to do over and over. I do think they will probably add it though. I do think they'll add an option to have both stock music and a voiceover for the entire video. They've been very, very responsive, and their support's been very responsive, so I do think they're going to do that. Watermark, pretty typical. You can either just input watermark text and select the size, opacity. Now, I would say image is going to be more useful because you can add, let's say, a little logo right here, a little logo right here to brand the video. This is not going to be as useful unless you're selling your videos and you want to send over a video without having the entire video, like without having your client use the video without paying you. But if you're working with clients like that, then you might as well, probably change clients. Let's be honest. So I probably wouldn't use the text one too often. What else? The ratio one is big. One thing with the ratio is a lot of tools have different ratios. It's great, whatever. 1:1 perfect for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. 16:9 works on the same platforms. 9:16 is TikTok and Snapchat or Instagram stories. But a lot of the tools aren't very good at switching from one to another. Even, I believe, Lumen 5 wasn't great at it. But here, if you go from 16:9 to 9:16, all the elements adjust their sizing. As you can see, this size adjusted, this size adjusted, this adjusted. If I go back to 16:9, they adjust their sizing. 1:1, they adjust their size. And all of the kind of relative size stays the same to where you still see about the same amount of the screen, right? Here it's half and half. Here it's half and half, but the text is a little bit smaller. And this might be a very small thing, and this might only be relevant to a very small subset of people. Because if you're creating a video, you're probably creating it probably just one-to-one for multiple platforms, right? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But if you just want to reuse the same video on both Snap and Instagram, or if you're trying to test a lot of different things, if you're trying to test a 4 or 5 or 1:1 works better for Facebook ads, this is a killer feature that a lot of other tools don't really do that well. I'm going to be honest here. All right, the next thing I want to demonstrate is their advanced editor. Now, their advanced editor is still in very, very early beta. So, as you can see, they say timeline mode. They call it timeline mode. Free open beta, a beta version that is not fully functional at this point. And I want you to keep that in mind because it looks good, but it doesn't have a lot of the features that I would want it to have for it to be fully functional. And I'm going to show what I mean. Right, this is basically a full-fledged video editor. I'm going to add a couple of local files and then continue the video from there. All right, so I added a couple of files to here, previous animated videos that I've created. And as you can see, I can drag it into here. I can add it to here, then I can drag this in here, add it to here. And I can pretty much drag and edit any part of it. This is basically almost a full-fledged video editor inside of your browser, which is great. And as you can see right here, you can also have multiple music or voiceover tracks, which is also great. What's not so great for now, because it's still very early, is that you cannot add stock footage to this. You can't really record audio in this element. It's pretty much upload your own videos, add some text, some overlays, some animated elements, and just change the transitions if you want to. That's pretty much it. But I'm really excited for this when it actually fully comes out, because this is something that InVideo tried to do and they did it relatively well, but it was very, very slow. And I do think that FlexClip, just because they're so focused on speed, is going to do a lot better. One cool feature that I haven't told you about is the preview. When you zoom in or out, it changes. Right, so as I'm zooming out, you can see that the preview starts changing, which is a nice little feature. It's just something fun. I don't know if you can actually turn that off. I don't think you need to, but it's just a fun little feature that I think is cool. And then another aspect, in both the storyboarding editor and this editor, you can also record yourself. You can either record your webcam or record your screen. And when you record your webcam, you can record audio just like I'm recording right now. When you record your screen, you can record audio that's playing on your computer, but you cannot record audio that is actually coming from your microphone. So keep, if you're trying to use this instead of using Camtasia or Loom and something like that, this is probably not the right tool for you. Now let's talk about pricing, because this is my biggest problem with FlexClip. Pricing. Now, as you can see, I'm on their pricing page right now, and there's a monthly plan and there's an annual plan. Now, 50% off for annual is great, but if you look at the basic plan, you can only use one stock video per project, which pretty much limits you to only creating videos with your own footage or getting stock videos from somewhere else, which kind of defeats the purpose of this tool, in my opinion. Video length up to 3 minutes, that's fine. If you're creating social media videos, that should work. But it's a little expensive at $8.99, right? If you're just looking at the monthly. Now, the Plus plan is probably the only one I would get. If you're doing annual, that's extremely reasonable, especially with the 10% discount, right? You get 5 stock videos per project, which should be enough for most people. It's still kind of weird that they limit you. I don't like that. I would myself get the $19.99 per month just because this makes a lot more sense. Unlimited stock videos per project, because for a lot of projects that I've done, even for a 1-minute video, you're going to want to have a lot of different transitions, changes. So 5 stock videos per project is still very limiting. So even this would be the lowest plan I would get, but I probably would not recommend this. I would recommend this plan, in which case it does get a little bit more expensive than what you might be used to. But if you're comparing it to a tool like InVideo, let me go to InVideo's pricing. If you're comparing it to a tool like InVideo, then the pricing is pretty much almost the same, right? If you look at what am I looking at here? If you look at the annual, the Plus plan is basically InVideo's business plan, although they don't limit you to how many stock videos you can have per video. But the unlimited plan, it's $30 per month here, or $60 per month per year, or $30 per month per year. And you do get unlimited stock, usage, unlimited video experts, unlimited videos other than the iStock media, which is, very premium and advanced. But the library that they both use, the StoryBlocks library, is going to be the same. So pricing wise, even monthly business, FlexClip is more affordable than InVideo. And especially when they add the advanced editor, that's going to be absolutely killer. But even without it, I think this tool is probably worth more than InVideo, just because 1, they're still early, so you can get in and get low pricing. 2, they're going to be adding a bunch more other features, which I think is, the advanced editor itself is great, but if they connect to, let's say, the iStock video library or the Shutterstock video library, and you have to pay a little bit more and you only get, let's say, 10 videos per month, then FlexClip is going to be absolutely killer. Now, who's FlexClip right for? Right? Because not every tool is right for everyone. I would say 2 things. If you're doing any type of social media marketing or video marketing, there's 2 tools I would recommend. Number 1 is obviously Vidnami. I'm a huge fan of Vidnami. Vidnami is my favorite tool I've ever used. You can check out the link in the description to check out what Vidnami actually is if you've never heard of it. And that's a lot more for creating also stock video, but kind of video sales letter style. Whereas FlexClip is a little bit more promotional and an actual more full-fledged video editor, because with Vidnami is very fast also, but it's somewhat limiting, whereas FlexClip is fast, but allows you to do a lot more things. So I would say there's 2 types of people who would use this. If you're a business owner or you're a freelancer. and you need to create quick and simple marketing videos, and this is perfect for you. If you're looking to create something super advanced, or if you need some super advanced stock footage, like super high quality stock footage, maybe Lumen 5 is going to be a little bit better for you because they do have that Shutterstock access. But if you're fine with the StoryBlocks library, if you're fine with paying $30 or $20 per month or a little less with a 10% discount in the description below, then FlexClip is the tool for you. Now, would I use it? Well, yes, I am going to use it. I actually already used it for a couple of my own projects, so it's worked well. It's very quick, and I pretty much used it instead of Vidnami, so they're somewhat comparable, but I still would recommend having both FlexClip and Vidnami in your toolkit. Now, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about it, please ask in the comments below. I will try to answer it as quickly as possible. If you want to get a 10% discount off of any FlexClip plan, just use the code ILYAVP10 at checkout. That is ILYAVP10 at checkout. It's in the description below. And otherwise, that's it for today. And thank you for watching.